Adam Kownacki has a goal to get rid of Robert Helenius. Let's talk about it.
Push the weight enough flex. Flex the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. So, let's get right to it. Adam Kownacki has a goal to be champion and get rid of Robert Helenius. Now, this is an article from Boxing Scene. I'll put the link in the description if you want to read it yourself. The reason why I'm talking about this fight is because it was eye-opening. But first, let's read what Adam had to say. By now, Adam Kownacki expected to be back on the winning track after a rematch with Robert Helenius on July 24th in Las Vegas. For those of you that don't know, Robert was supposed to be fighting Adam on the undercard of Wilder Fury 3. But boxing being boxing, his bout on the undercard of the third fight, just said that, between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder was postponed due to the entire show. Well, postponed with the entire show until October 9th, leaving him to dial back the intensity of his camp when he should have been peaking. So basically they're saying he was in shape, he was ready to rock and roll. No fight. Let's not get into why. I was sparring twice a week, so we'll cut it back to once a week and do a lot less rounds, said Kownacki. I was already doing 10, 12 rounds. Now we'll cut it back to 5 or 6 to not let all the good work go to waste. So instead of getting his shot at redemption against the only man to defeat him, Kownacki is in Florida with his coach, Keith Trimble. Wait a minute, he's in Florida? Do y'all know what's going on in Florida right now? It's a hotbed. Oh my gosh. It's a COVID thing. Come on now. With his coach, Keith Trimble, getting off some different looks at the Sanford MMA gym in Deerfield Beach. Here we go with another MMA gym. Great. Before you ask, no, Kownacki is not looking to start putting on a 4-ounce gloves and start working in the jiu-jitsu game. Whatever. I don't care about that. He said, no. He laughs. I love boxing too much. I have a lot of friends in MMA, and I appreciate the sport a lot too. But I've been boxing my whole life. Said he's been boxing his whole life. We'll get to that in a second. And I don't see switching over anytime soon. I'm like 0-20 against guys in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So he respects the game. That's great. So he's definitely not going to switch over. Blah, 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 blah. Look. All right, let's jump down here. He says, I thank Al Heyman and Keith Connolly for making the fight happen, said Kownacki. Without them believing in me, they would have given me someone else, because they know it took some money for him, Helenius, to accept the rematch. So apparently he's saying that Robert, he asked for something substantial. All right. So they trust and believe in me. All right. I'm a fighter, and my goal is to be world champion and to fight and beat the best. So if I can get rid of Robert Helenius, how will the fans or somebody else believe in my beating Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and Anthony Joshua? I got to beat him to make the statement more viable. All right. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's remove this. I'm gonna put the link in the description if you care to read it. Adam Kownacki. Last we saw him in the ring was against Robert Helenius, and Robert Helenius showed him who was boss. Adam Kownacki was on a tear, a bit of a tear. He had a good outing against Chris Aviola. It was a slugfest. He stayed busy. He stayed busy. I'm going to point out some things that are obvious to me. First of all, the young man said he's been boxing his whole life. Okay, that may be true. But let me just say this. You can be boxing your whole life, but I'm looking at your physique, young man, and that's a contradiction. You might have a great skill set. You might have some decent hands, but when you say when someone says it to me that they've been boxing their whole life, that physique doesn't reflect commitment in the gym. And I'm just being honest. That doesn't reflect the commitment in the gym. That doesn't reflect the commitment in the kitchen. All right? The man is not built like a world champion. Why am I talking about this? Well, we talk about everybody else, right? Everyone talks about Jarrell Miller, who's a friend of his. Oh, he's 300 pounds. I mean, Jarrell Miller, and I've met Jarrell Miller face to face. Yeah, I have evidence of that. There it is. I'm 6'2". Jarrell Miller's every bit of 6'5". He's a big boy. But his physique don't look like that. Now, you could say it's because of PEDs or whatever, but there's countless videos of Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller could tell you, yo, I'm an athlete. Whether you would say football, wrestling, or boxing, you can tell he's a pro athlete. He's built like one. 300 pounds, that guy's a solid form of mass. A little chubby, but whatever. The guy's built like a brick wall. Trust me, I stood right next to him. So I'm looking at Adam Kownacki. He's not built like that. So when he says things, I've been boxing my whole life, that it sounds cute, but I don't see that in your body type. Why am I talking about body type? Why not? I mean, y'all like talking about skinny legs and things of that nature. I could pull up dozens of the blogs of people talking about Deontay Wilder's body type. His legs, he's too skinny. And, you know, he looks a certain way, but this is okay though, right? That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Certain fighters balloon up to weights that are unimaginable. Lack of commitment. Now, I don't know why Adam Kownacki lost that fight. I went back and I've watched that fight a few times. It looked like Helenius just had his number. I've heard some things about gloves or whatever. I don't know. I'll go look at it again. I'm not going to write anything off because of the era we're living in. I'll go look at it again. But it seemed like Robert just had his number. That's what it looked like to me. I'll go back and look at the gloves and all that stuff. But Adam just got beat up. That's what I see. Adam doesn't look like he's in the best of shape. Does he look like a heavyweight world champion to you? I don't know, but according to him, Al Heyman has faith in him. Great. Put faith in the kid. He might come out there and get it done. We could have found out on the 24th, but shout out to Tyson Fury for ruining a lot of paydays that night. Can Adam get it done? I don't know. Let's find out. I just found this interesting. This thing interesting. His goal is to be champion, but he has to get past Robert Helenius, who wasn't even on the radar. He said he's been sparring 10 rounds a day. Let me tell you something. When he takes that robe off or his shirt off, I better see some changes in his body type. Show me that you're committed to the sport, because that right there, I'll pull it up for you again. This right here, this don't cut it, man. And he could have a good skill set, but everyone talks about what a dog he is. But I don't see a commitment in the gym. So he may have been getting by on pure talent, but your commitment in the gym is everything. Your commitment in the kitchen is everything. I say it before I say it again. I got a ton of love and respect for Andy Ruiz. But when he came up against AJ in the second fight, I was like, come on, kid. Come on, man. Come on. Came in really good. He looked good against physically. He looked good against Arreola. He had some trouble there. But I was impressed at his commitment. He went to the drawing board. He controlled his eating. He took his gym work very seriously. That is what champions are made of. Shout out to Andy Ruiz. So is Adam Kownacki going to come in looking like a different fighter? I hope so. But I'm looking at his physique. I was never impressed. I said, come on, man. This guy's supposed to be heavyweight champion of the world looking like that? Looking like that? I'm going to be very honest. I was never impressed with his skill set. There was nothing there explosive about him. He was just a dog. He gets hit a lot, but he digs out. He's what you call fun to watch. But he mentioned some names. Do you think Adam Kownacki beat Anthony Joshua? Do you think he beats Tyson Fury? Do you think he beats Deontay Wilder? Not like that. You sparring 10, 12 rounds, okay. There's some big people that have great cardio. But I don't get that with him. I don't think he takes the gym work seriously. That's just my opinion. I don't think he takes his intake seriously. That's my opinion. We had this conversation about Andy Ruiz before. I said, wait a minute, he's always been a chubby kid. And he has hands. So Adam might be saying, yeah, I've been boxing all my life. But Andy also said prior to the AJ fight, he was on his way out the door. He was done with the sport. So he was never in a position where he thought that boxing was going to be his full-time gig. He was just about to leave the sport. That's what he said. So that means when he had a fight, in between the fights, he would just eat and sit around the house. Oh, I got a fight coming up. How long I got? 6 weeks? I'll do some pad work or whatever. Never took it serious. He beats AJ. All right. Life got the better of him. He lost the fight and said, you know what? I'm better than this. Hit the gym. And look at how he looked going into the Arreola fight. Looked like a different dude. Got under the 300-pound mark, which was probably a personal groundbreaking thing for him. And he looked good and he felt good. Now, he had a rough time in the fight, but I'm sure he felt healthier. I'm sure there were spots in that fight where he said, you know what, around now I feel kind of fatigued, but I feel okay. And I hope Andy Ruiz maintains that because I like Andy Ruiz. Fast hands. He can fight on the inside. Evander Holyfield said this kid knows how to fight big men, and he proved that. Did Kownacki beat Andy? No. He has to show me he could beat Robert Helenius. He has to show me that this wasn't a fluke. So, Adam, I'm not talking bad about you. I'm talking about off the eye test. This is how we think. We're visual. When we describe the heavyweight champion of the world, and they throw up a picture of you, you'd be like, this guy? We're visual. So you got more time. I want to see a change in your physique. You're fun to watch. Do I think you beat AJ and Fury and Wilder? No. But prove me wrong. Put me in a position where I have to consider it. When you take that robe off, I need to see some definition. I need to see your social media. You working out and I'm getting ready for Helenius. And I need to see something physical because this right here, fella, no. By the way, those gloves, they don't look nothing wrong. Gloves look all right to me from here, but I'll look at it again. Now, could physique be reason why you lost the fight? I'm not saying that. I'm looking at what you said. You've been working out. You've been in the gym, 12 rounds, 10 rounds, whatever you said. So I should see something noticeable outside of skill, alongside skill set. I need to see your physique. I need to know that you've been putting in work. One way to know that a fighter's been putting in work in the gym is when they take that robe off, you look at their core. If you see some six packs there that you've never seen before, you know he's been putting in that work, that cardio, those leg raises, those sit-ups. Tim Bradley was never out of shape in the fight. I've seen him when he's not training, he just looks normal. But when he got into shape, his ab routine was a whole nother workout. I'll give him that. Andre Berto, look at his physique. I'll give him that. Adam, here's what I'm going to say to you, Adam. I'm not trashing you this video. I'm saying I believe you're better than what I see. You're better than that, Adam. Don't walk around looking like that. Adam, come on, man. You're better than that. I believe there's a chance you can beat Robert Helenius. I want you to show me, Adam. You got a little more time. You got until October 9th or whatever. Get into shape. I need to see new tricks in the ring other than walking forward and eating 2 punches so you can land one. You're not a power puncher like that. There's still time. This happens. The fact that you're coming back and demanding a rematch, that's impressing me, Adam. You have your people backing you, which is great. I love that. I love that. When you fight at MSG, those Polish people come up and they support their guy. That's beautiful. I love that, Adam. So you got support. All right? Al Heyman is backing you. He has faith in you. You said so. You demanded this rematch. They paid Helenius some money. You say you're in the gym. Get it done, Adam. Get it done. Make me a believer. Do not come in the ring looking like that. Show me that you've been in the gym putting in work. Because right now I don't believe you. But show me you in the ring putting in work. We're visual. If they can tear down Deontay Wilder over his skinny legs in basketball player type frame, what you think we're saying about you? And I'm not talking about the people that disregard how you look for obvious reasons. I'm talking about the real supporters like me that look at you and say, yo, bro, you can do better than that. You have the backing of the PBC. You have the backing of your people. And you fight out of New York. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on, Adam. Let's go, champ. Take care of Robert Helenius. Get it done, man. Make me a believer. Make me a believer, Adam. I know this sounds harsh, but make me a believer, Adam. You can do it, man. And it's just a shame you couldn't do it on the 24th. Thank the Gypsy Queen. But let's go, Adam. Make me a believer.